Next, we move on to specification number 7. Now, this one requires us to describe coronary heart disease in terms of the blockage of coronary arteries and state the possible risk factors including diet, sedentary lifestyle, stress, smoking, genetic predisposition, age, and gender. So here, basically, we will learn about how a blockage in the coronary arteries can lead to a heart attack, and we will also explore the lifestyle factors and other causes that increase the risk of developing this condition. So, what exactly is coronary heart disease? The heart is made up of muscle cells that need a constant supply of blood to receive oxygen, glucose, and other nutrients, while also removing carbon dioxide and other waste products. This essential blood supply is provided by the coronary arteries. Sometimes, these coronary arteries become partially or completely blocked by fatty deposits called plaques. These plaques are mainly made up of saturated fats, cholesterol, and white blood cells. As the plaques build up, the arteries become narrower, less elastic, and cannot widen properly to allow enough blood to pass through. This condition is what we call coronary heart disease. A partial blockage reduces blood flow to the heart muscle, causing angina, which is experienced as severe chest pain. A complete blockage, however, stops blood supply entirely to part of the heart muscle. This prevents those cells from respiring and contracting, which can lead to a heart attack. This explains why keeping the coronary arteries healthy is so important for preventing serious heart problems. So, this is how coronary heart disease occurs, also known as coronary artery disease. It involves the blockage and narrowing of the coronary arteries, which reduces the space available for blood to flow to the heart muscle. We can understand this process in stages. First, we have a healthy artery, where blood flows freely. Then, initial fatty deposits start to form on the inner walls of the artery. Over time, these deposits develop into plaques that begin to obstruct blood flow. Eventually, this can lead to a near-complete blockage. When plaque accumulates inside the coronary arteries, it narrows them and decreases the amount of blood reaching the heart muscle. This reduced blood supply can cause angina and, in severe cases, may lead to a heart attack. In short, coronary artery disease occurs when plaque builds up inside the coronary arteries. This plaque narrows the arteries and restricts blood flow to the heart muscle. The condition progresses through several stages, starting with a healthy artery, followed by the formation of initial fatty deposits, then plaque obstructing blood flow, and eventually leading to near-complete blockage. If the blockage becomes severe, it can result in a heart attack. This clearly highlights why keeping the coronary arteries healthy is essential for preventing serious heart problems. So again, you can clearly see the difference between a normal coronary artery and one affected by coronary heart disease. In a healthy coronary artery, blood flows freely without any obstruction. In contrast, a coronary artery suffering from coronary heart disease shows narrowing due to plaque buildup, a condition also called atherosclerosis. This buildup restricts blood flow, and in severe cases, the artery may become partially or completely blocked, preventing sufficient blood from reaching the heart muscle. Now, let's discuss the risk factors that can lead to coronary heart disease and why it is important to avoid them. These factors affect the body in different ways and increase the likelihood of developing the disease. A poor diet, especially one high in saturated fats, raises cholesterol levels in the blood. Excess cholesterol can promote the formation of fatty plaques inside the coronary arteries, narrowing them and reducing blood flow. Stress also plays a role. When we are stressed, our body releases hormones that raise blood pressure, which can damage artery walls and increase the risk of blockages. Smoking is another major risk factor. Nicotine causes blood vessels to constrict and also raises blood pressure. Narrower blood vessels combined with higher pressure encourage the buildup of fatty deposits in the arteries. Genetic predisposition is important as well. If certain traits run in your family, they can influence cholesterol levels and artery health, making you more likely to develop coronary heart disease. Age naturally affects the arteries. As we get older, blood vessels become less elastic, which makes them more prone to plaque accumulation and blockage. Gender also plays a role. Biological differences affect hormone levels and cholesterol metabolism, and in general, males tend to have a higher risk of coronary heart disease than females. Finally, a sedentary lifestyle, meaning little or no physical activity, can lead to weight gain, high blood pressure, and reduced fitness. These factors contribute to poor circulation and further increase the risk of plaque buildup in the arteries. In summary, these risk factors, poor diet, stress, smoking, genetics, age, gender, and lack of physical activity, all contribute in different ways to the narrowing and blockage of coronary arteries, ultimately raising the likelihood of developing coronary heart disease.